for my hand, I'll soar away into the dawn. Oh, I wish I could stay here and cherish hearts in peaceful days. I fear the edge of dawn, knowing time betrays. Great lights pass through colored glass in this beloved place. Silver shines, the world dines, a smile on each face. As joy surrounds, come go to bounds, and I can feel them breaking free. For just this moment lost in time, I am finally me. Yet still I hide behind this mask that I have become. My blackened heart, scorched by flames, a force I can't run from. I look to you like a red rose, seeking the sun, no matter where it goes. I long to stay where the light dwells, to guard against the cold that I know so well.
Hey everybody, and welcome to my next series that I'm doing on my channel. Let me back away from my microphone a bit. I see my audio maxed out, and I'm just like, yeah, it's probably too loud. Alright, no. I left it there for too long. Okay, there we go. So, welcome to Fire Emblem Three Houses. This game came out in, I believe it was 2019, right? I'm pretty sure. Is there a way I can check that? I forget. I'm pretty sure it's 2019. Take my word for it. So, one thing I want to mention before we begin the game and start with the opening cutscenes is that this game does have a New Game Plus, and there's actually a lot of things that are in that New Game Plus that I'll miss if I don't play New Game Plus. But so you can do a New Game Plus file without taking advantage of anything from the New Game Plus, because your levels and stuff like that won't carry over. So I am going to be playing on a New Game Plus file, but I won't be taking advantages of the New Game Plus. So just so you know, don't worry about any of that. So yeah, we are going to this one. Yes, alright, cool. And then normal, and I'm gonna do casual. You guys can call me a bitch if you want to, I don't care. And then I don't know if we want to play online or not. I'll show out the features, but I won't make it a consistent thing. It's probably not the smartest idea. Cutscenes in just a sec.
Nemesis, do you recall the Red Canyon? You'll die in it. Die! Die! You took everything that I loved! He's gone now, Mother.
Oh my. What could have brought you here? Oh, I wonder how you got in here. It is most rude to interrupt a moment of repose. Very rude indeed. Now come to me. I wish to have a look at you. I have not seen the likes of you before. Who are you anyway? I see. Then you must have a name of sorts. Go on. Huh. I shall not ever grow accustomed to the sound of human names. You must possess a day of birth as well. Beneath which moon and on what day were you born to this world? Well, wonders never cease. It seems we share our day of birth. How strange. It all feels so familiar. I think it may be time for yet another nap. It is almost time to begin.
Hey, time to wake up. Were you having that dream again? Massive armies clashing on a vast field, right? There hasn't been a battle like that in over 3 centuries. In any case, just put that out of your mind for now. The battlefield is no place for idle thoughts. Risking your life is part of the job for mercenaries like us. Letting your mind wander is a sure way to get yourself killed. Okay, time to get moving. Our next job is in the kingdom. I told you before, it's far from here, so we'll need to leave at dawn. Oh, good grief. Everyone is already waiting for us outside.
Gerald, sir, sorry to barge in, but your presence is needed.
What's happened?
Please forgive our intrusion. We wouldn't bother you were the situation not dire.
What do a bunch of kids like you want at this hour?
We're being pursued by a group of bandits. I can only hope that you will be so kind as to lend your support.
Bandits? Here?
It's true. They attacked us while we were at rest in our camp.
We've been separated from our companions and we're outnumbered. They're after our lives, not to mention our gold.
I'm impressed you're staying so calm considering the situation. Wait, that uniform.
Bandits spotted just outside the village. Damn, there were a lot of them.
I guess they followed you all the way here. We can't abandon this village now. Come on, let's move. Hope you're ready.
Alright, so we get to save over. I'll just save over this one. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It gives you the option to save before and every single fight in the entire game, which I think is a little cheap, but whatever. And that is supposed to be in the trash. Don't know why it's... Whatever, here we go. A skirmish at dawn. The prologue, yay. Enemy comes out. You get how it is. We don't have to listen to other people talk on the battlefield. Yep. I know how to play the game. Okay, so Fire Emblem Three Houses is a turn-based strategy game where it's kind of just like chess, except for you get to choose what your pieces are able to do, and you're almost always outnumbered. Almost always. It's kind of ridiculous. So, in the beginning here, we have Byleth. Byleth is the main character, and he's pretty much the one you'll be playing as the entire game. And then next to him, we have Dimitri, and then Edelgard, and then Claude. We'll get to them later. But first of all, what you can do is you can select your unit, and then you can move them to any point on the map that has a blue square, but they can attack anything that you see in a red square. So, as long as they're adjacent to it. So, if I'm here, I can attack adjacent squares with this red one, and this red one. So if I get up in this guy's face, I'll still be able to attack him. Once you get up to where you want to stand at, this menu will pop up where you can do attack, combat arts, items, convoy, and wait. Wait just means you'll sit there and do nothing. Convoy lets you and only the main player character to go to the convoy and pull an item out of there. We'll get to that later. And then items, you can use one of your items that you have on you, and for example, you could use a Vulnerary if you wanted to, which restores health, but we'll get to that later. And then attack just means you'll do your normal standard attack against an enemy. And then on the right hand side of the screen, we can see where it says HP. That's how much health you have, and that's how much the enemy has. The number on the right hand side of both of those meters is what you want to look at, because that's what your total health is. The MT is your might, or how much damage your attack is going to do. The one on the left is yours, the one on the right is the enemy's. The hit is your percentage of chance of actually hitting the enemy with said attack. Mine would be 100%, his is only 80%. And then the crit means that there is the 4% chance of getting a critical hit, which will do, I think it's 2.5 multiply. I forget what the number is. It's an insane amount though. And you can press the back triggers if you want to switch to your combat arts if you didn't select them from the menu. But to go over combat arts, you can click on that. And then you have Wrath Strike is the only combat art you have right now. One thing to mention about combat arts is that they use more durability on your weapon. Every single weapon in the game has durability on it, and when you use that weapon, durability will go down by 1 every single time you attack an enemy with it. But if you use a combat art, it will go down by more than 1, and it varies depending on what combat art you're using. Wrath Strike will use 3, so we're gonna use it because whatever, Iron Sword sucks anyways. And we're gonna kill this guy in 1 hit because Wrath Strike is way more powerful than he actually has. 1 hit. Don't worry about the green stuff that we just seen. We'll get to that way later. Then it pretty much goes over everything I just said. Once all your units have moved, then it will be the enemy's turn to move. And one more thing, I gotta go do something real quick before we continue on. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Where was I at? I was describing movement. Alright, cool. Okay, cool. Alright, so, enemy turn will go after all of your units have moved. At any time, you can actually move this cursor all over the map to see the entire battlefield, to see everything that you're actually up against. And like I said, we're outnumbered, because I'm pretty sure every single fight you do in the entire game, you will always be outnumbered. It's kind of stupid, but whatever. One more thing I want to mention is if you go to a blank square, or a character that's already moved, and press A, you'll get these new menu that will pop up. Units just tells you what units you have that are on the battlefield, and then a bunch of stats about them. We'll go over all of them later. And then conditions. These are conditions that you need to actually win the fight. Victory conditions, you have to defeat the enemy commander. Sometimes it's rout the entire enemy. Sometimes it's complete or move this character from one space to the other. It all varies. And the defeat conditions is that all of your units fall in battle. If you're not playing on casual like I am, call me a scrub if you want. I don't care. Then if the main character Byleth dies, then the battle will also end. So that's just one more thing I'm noting. And then we also have all of this on here. You can control the map from there, which I think is a bit weird. And then guide. This is basically just, you can go and look at guides any single time you want. Don't worry about that for now. And then options. These are just normal, you know, quality of life things. If you want to fix them, it's where they are. Audio's here. Subtitles if you want them, things like that. And then bookmark. You can bookmark a game. You can save it and suspend the game in mid-game. And then, so you can kind of just save the game and quit. And come back to the middle of where you are exactly in this fight at any time. But when you do, the bookmark will be deleted, so you can't just keep, you know, yeah. Didn't mean to actually press it. Whoops. Whatever. As soon as we start it up, it'll delete it again. There are loading screens in this game, but they're not nearly as bad as they are in Final Fantasy 15. There's a lot more of them than there are in Final Fantasy 15, but they don't take nearly as long, so I don't think I'm going to be skipping many of them out. So you can do that if you want to, and then end just means you end your entire turn, meaning every single one of your units will stay where they are, and then the enemy gets a chance to move. But that's stupid, so we're just going to move everybody forward. Moving everybody forward. Oh yeah, I forgot. If you put a character next to another one, where you see the 3 little dots there, right above their name, or right above their icon, you can talk to them, and they'll have a short little, you know, powwow.
Thank you. We are in your debt. It wouldn't do for us to fall in a place like this. Please, lend us your strength. Let's work together to drive out these thieves.
This doesn't happen often. This really only happens when the main character wants to talk to somebody, so, yeah.
It's because of you guys that I'm not dead right now. Thanks for that. I didn't expect to run into mercenaries like you in some remote village. The gods of fortune must be smiling on me.
And then wait. Alright. So,
We'll advance.
yeah. Terrain effects. We'll get to that in a minute. Geralt is not actually one of our units. He's an ally unit, meaning that he will help us fight the enemy, but we do not control him. That's basically all that means. But you can still use healing items and stuff on him like that and of the like. So, terrain effects, which we're definitely not going to be showing off this turn. We want all the enemies to go towards Bioeth because he's already way stronger than everybody else is. Dimitri and Edelgard. Talk.
You have a strange aura about you. You say you're a mercenary, so show me what you can do.
Yes.
Yeah. Shut up. There's more terrain effects than just forests, so just keep that in mind. They are something that are useful and you want to keep in your on your utility belt. Enemy phase. So, I didn't actually mention it, probably should have, now that I'm thinking in hindsight, but as you've seen, a bunch of red lines were going towards the character. That means that where that character is standing right now, enemies are going to attack them. So, that's what their next turn is going to be.
This is a fine up.
Yeah, combat arts. I already went over combat arts. Dimitri, you're going to kill this guy. So you see how when I move, you got the red lines that are beaming towards whatever character? That means that if that character stays where they're going to be, the enemies are going to attack them in that spot. So that's what that means. Dimitri can kill this guy quite easily. You can press A to speed up here. I'll probably be doing that a lot. When I'm doing story battles, I'll probably just speed them up because a lot of them can just get really slow. So we're going to use another combat art. And one more thing, I'll just show it now, is that you can attack, and then you can just immediately press plus to skip the attack, which I already know I killed him, so it makes no difference, but you can press plus to skip it if you want to. Again, I probably won't do that unless we're doing non-story battles, just fair warning. So, yeah. One more thing I want to mention is Claude uses a bow. Any character that uses a bow, if you get right up on an enemy just like this, you cannot attack them. You have to attack them from within the bow's range, which by default is just one space away. This is a good thing and a bad thing. It's a good thing because you can attack enemies, but as you can see where it says there, enemies might hit and crit chance, it just shows a dash mark. It means that the enemy is not going to attack back because they're not able to attack back because they're not within range of my bow. But that means that if an enemy is right up on me, unless you have a specific ability that Claude does not have right now, unless you have a specific ability, you cannot counterattack the enemy with a bow if they get right up in your face. So, but he still dies because he sucks.
That's the golden deal.
They all suck. None of these guys are good. And then using items, it was going to tell you how to use Vulnerary if it really mattered. It doesn't matter right now, though. And then Edelgard can just move.
Damn.
Mercenaries in the village. Yeah. None of this stuff matters. Almost none of it matters. If it does matter to the story, I'll let it speak. Oh, Gerald finally decided to come and help. Item drops. So, if you see on the enemy, you see a little green icon that looks like a bag. That means that enemy has loot. And where is he? Oh, he's aiming for... You know what? I'm going to leave that one be. I actually kind of want him to get attacked. Oh, no. He'll get in the way. We need Dimitri over here. Edelgard, go behind him. And then Claude. I just really want to leave the way for the enemy guy here to go and attack. It's probably a better idea. We'll see where that goes.
Hey! You with the blank stare! Out of my way!
Alright. Pretty sure he missed me. Idiot. Oh, Dimitri, what the fuck, man? Ugh.
Attack when an ally is nearby, and the enemy will be intimidated, making them easier to hit.
So, it's just going over linked attacks. You can read all this if you want to. Basically, it's exactly what he says. If you're near an enemy when you're attacking somebody, then your hit rate goes up a little bit. It also raises their support levels, which that's something we'll go over later. Defeat the enemy commander is the objective, so if we defeat him, the battle is going to end, and we don't want that to happen right now, because I see lots of enemies, and every single time you defeat an enemy, you get experience. So, let's go ahead and, I think we'll get at least one of these guys killed before she missed. Of course she did. Bow guy, you gonna miss? I'm doing it again. I'm skipping battles without even paying attention. Seriously. Alright. Tempest Lance. 70% chance to hit. Oh, thank God, man. At least Dimitri can pull his own fucking weight. Everyone else just fucking misses. Jeez. Alright. And then, Byleth, go to this guy. And then we are going to Wrath Strike him with a 100% hit chance because, obviously,
should I have held back?
He's way more OP than everybody else is at the moment. Yeah, you level up quite often in this game. He's dead. So, where it says MT, well, I didn't get to show it, and I probably won't be able to show it for a while now, but if your speed, I believe, is more than double the opponent's, you will always hit them twice, so...
Honestly, what are you accomplishing with that little stunt? It's like you're trying to get me killed, you fool. Well, it's fine. After all, if you don't know the value of your own life, you're not going to protect it very well, are you? Course not. Well then, I guess it's up to me to guide you from now on, right? You can call me Sothis, but I'm also known as the Beginning. Sothis. Yes, that is it. My name is Sothis. And I am also called the Beginning. But who once called me that? I was not able to recall my name until just now. And just like that, it came to me. How odd. That look upon your face. Did you think me a child? A mere child who forgot her own name? Phooey! That child just saved your life. And what does that make you? Correct. You understand. You threw yourself before an axe to save just one young girl. Yet all is well, as I have stalled the flow of time for now. You would have died had I not intervened. There now. Is gratitude so much to ask? I did deem you worth saving after all. Though it is only momentary, time has stopped. However did I manage that? When time begins again, the axe will tear into your flesh and you will surely meet your end. How rude of you to drag me into this. Now what to do? Of course! I must turn back the hands of time! Yes, I do believe it can be done. You really are quite troublesome. I cannot wind back time too far, but all is well. You are aware of what's to come, which means you can protect yourself this time. Now go! Yes, you who bears the flames within. Drift through the flow of time to find the answers that you seek.
Hey, over here!
Huh?
Hey, did you just...
The Knights of Seros are here. We'll cut you down for terrorizing our students. Hey, the thieves are running away. Go after them. The students seem to be unharmed. And who's this?
Why him?
Alright, so this is kind of your debrief about how the fight went. Your MVP is whoever gets the most kills, I think it is. And the skirmish at dawn, that's the name of the fight. And then it shows how many turns it took to complete the mission. It's that simple. Nothing really more to it. Connecting, because that's what it says when you're on the internet. Yep, safe, obviously.
Thank you.
Captain Gerald? It is you! Goodness, it's been ages! Don't you recognize me? It's Alois, your old right-hand man! Well, that's how I always thought of myself anyway. Oh, it must have been 20 years ago that you went missing without a trace. I always knew you were still alive.
You haven't changed a bit, Alois. Just as loud as ever. And drop that captain nonsense. I'm not your captain anymore. These days, I'm just a wandering mercenary. One who has work to do. Goodbye, old friend.
Right. Goodbye, Captain. Wait, that isn't how this ends. I insist that you return to the monastery with me.
Garrig Mach Monastery. I suppose this was inevitable.
And how about you, kid? Are you the captain's child? Is that so? Well, physical differences aside, your mannerisms do remind me of the captain. I'd love for you to see the monastery too. You will join me, won't you? What's troubling you, Captain? You aren't about to run off again, are you?
Even I wouldn't dare run from the Knights of Seros.
The Knights of Seros? They do seem rather skilled. Ah, it seems your presence is required. Get going.
I appreciate your help back there. Your skill is beyond question. You're clearly an experienced mercenary. And your father, that would be Gerald, the Bladebreaker, former captain of the Knights of Seros, oft praised as the strongest knight to ever live. Have I missed anything? You haven't heard of the Knights of Seros? The most famous order of knights in all of Fodlan.
Hey, you are coming with us to the monastery, right? Of course you are. I'd love to bend your ear as we travel. Oh, I should mention that the three of us are students of the Officers' Academy at Garrig Mach Monastery. We were doing some training exercises when those bandits attacked. I definitely got the worst of it.
That would be because you ran off.
Too true. I was the first to make a strategic retreat. Everything would have worked out if these two hadn't followed me and ruined everything. Because of them, every single one of those bandits chased after us. Utterly ridiculous.
Ah, so that's what you were thinking, Claude. And here I thought you were acting as a decoy for the sake of us all.
His intentions were as clear as day. You will prove a lacking ruler if you cannot see the truth behind a person's words.
You will prove a lacking ruler yourself if you look for deceit behind every word and fail to trust those whom you rely on.
Oh, joy. A royal debate between their highnesses. I wonder how being completely predictable affects one's ability to wield power. Personally, as the embodiment of distrust, I'd say your little exchange smacks of naivete.
Me, naive. Tell me, are you actually incapable of keeping quiet, or is your lack of self-awareness a condition of some sort?
In any case, forgive our digression. I must speak with you if you can spare a moment. The way you held your ground against the bandits' leader was captivating. You never lost control of the situation. It showed me I still have much to learn.
Your skill is precisely why I must ask you to consider lending your services to the Empire. I might as well tell you now. I am no mere student. I am also the Adrestian Empire's...
Halt, Edelgard. Please allow me to finish my own proposition. The Holy Kingdom of Fargus is in dire need of exceptional individuals like yourself. Please, do consider returning to the kingdom with me.
Whoa there, you two sure are hasty. Trying to recruit someone you just met. Tactless, really. I was personally planning to develop a deep and lasting friendship on our journey back to the monastery before begging for favors. But it seems there's no time for niceties in this world. So, capable stranger, let's get right to it. Where does your allegiance lie?
It seems one's place of birth is quite significant to them. Yet they are so impressed by you that you may take your pick. Well?
Understood. Fargus is a noble and distinguished kingdom that has always valued chivalry.
All right, that's enough with the small talk. It's time to head back to the monastery.
Looks like we'll have to pick this up another time.
My, they are in such a hurry. You know, each of the three is most unique. Yes, I thought the same. I am so sleepy once again. I may be sleeping, but
This is probably where we're going to end it off this episode because we're already 33 minutes in. I just want to get all this prologue stuff and all this out of the way in like 2 or 3 episodes so we can actually start the game. That's why these first ones are going to be way longer than normal. So I'm going to end this video off here. So I hope you guys enjoy watching. I'll see you guys next time.